שבת אחים גם יחד.
Well, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Hello. Thank you for the two of you that said Shabbat Shalom. That was very nice of you. What a great way to start. I feel so connected to everyone. Really, just to the two people who said Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, that's so much better to see you on this fine Shabbat morning. That's Cantor Muchnick right there. I'm Rabbi Keller over here. We are thrilled to be with you to celebrate Shabbat, to celebrate this wonderful day. And, maybe we'll talk about Kayla and Hannah too, probably. What do you think? Oh, there you are. What? Surprise. Did you know that the service was today? Fuck yeah. How come one of you said yes and one of you said no? This is going to be a long 3.5 hours together. If you are here in our sanctuary, it's a good time to check if you have a prayer book. If you don't have a prayer book, you can grab one. They're right outside the door. It's going to help you because the service kind of moves along. It has Hebrew, English, and transliteration. That's the Hebrew with English letters, so we can chant along and pray along. Here at CBI, our service is not a spectator sport, so we'd love for you to be fully present with every part of our service. So it's right out there. It says Mishkan Tfilah on it if you're going out to get a prayer book. It says Mishkan Tfilah outside. They're thin and they're blue. If you are watching us on our live stream, hello. It is lovely to see you as well through the lens. You probably can see us better. You can also follow along with us if you'd like in a virtual prayer book. CBIBoca.org is where you go. That's our website, CBIBoca.org. Top left corner, it says menu. Hit the menu button, then it says services, and then scroll down a little bit further, and you will see there's a button that says virtual prayer book, and it'll be matching up with every page. Just so you know, in the prayer book, if you just want to open it just for a second, open the prayer book, just any page you want. Just open the prayer book and you'll see that there are pages in black, page numbers in black, and there are page numbers in brackets. We're going to be going with the brackets because the brackets will match the books that our B'not Mitzvah have. So we're going to be following their book, because their book is a little different. Same book, but they got a more complete copy, a bigger copy. So we're going to be again, following in the bracket pages as opposed to in the black pages. So I don't want you to be lost in our service at any point. Woo, it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking.
I agree.
Yes, thank you, Cantor Muchnick. So we are going to officially begin, but we can't do that until our B'not Mitzvah have their talitot on them. So we're going to invite parents, yes, join us up here on the bima. And come up here to this side right over here. You can come either direction, but you come up over here and share some thoughts. And here, come up here. Yeah, come stand here. Your parents are going to come over here and they're going to talk to you. We are? Yeah, you want to say something, or you say you love them or something. I don't know.
Okay. On this Shabbat, we rejoice in your coming of age in our tradition. As a symbol of your entrance as a responsible member into the adult Jewish community, it is our honor to present you with this talit. Our tradition teaches us to put tzitzit, fringes on the corners of our garments, in every generation as a reminder to observe all of God's commandments. Now, as bat mitzvahs, children of the commandments, you are ready to make moral choices, to grow emotionally and intellectually, and to take responsibility for the mitzvot and your decisions. Be holy unto your God, bring blessing to our world, and may you bring to the household of Israel the same pride and joy, nakas, that you bring to us. You can do that.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehi atif bat tzitzit.
English?
We do English?
Blessed you are,
Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy through the mitzvot and commands us to wrap ourselves in this fringed garment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We are going to move forward in our service now and continue with Matovu. That's on page 192 in the brackets. 192. We started our service with a little shachrit. We're going to continue moving towards the center of our service. And to help us do that, we continue with Chatzi Kaddish. That can be found on page 208.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בהולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לא מהמיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי דקדושה בריחו לעילה, מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעולמה, ve'immeru. Amen.
We continue with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu, page 226. And together we stand. 226, and together we stand.
Lai, 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 lai,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or v'oreh choshech oseh shalom uvoreh et hakol. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hamorot. We're on page 230. How deeply you have loved us, Adonai, our God, gracing us with surpassing compassion on account of our forebears, whose trust led you to teach them the laws of life. Be gracious to us, teaching us as well. O merciful one, have mercy on us by making us able to understand and discern, to heed, learn, and teach, and lovingly to perform, observe, and fulfill all that is in your Torah. We continue with Shema, page 232, 233.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kivod Malchutov, Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue now on page 234.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcham hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam b'shivtecha b'vetecha uvelektecha v'aderek ushokeva uvkumecha ukshartam leod al yodecha v'hayu letotafo b'neinecha uvtaftam al mitzvot beitecha uvisharecha Leman tizkeru v'yasitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim leloheihem Ani Adonai Eloheihem Asher otzeitem mi'eretz Mitzrayim leot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Eloheihem
Adonai Elohechem emet. So we thank God for creation. We just connected with God through our revelation. And now we continue with redemption, which is Micha Mocha, our song of redemption, 240.
חרמך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We continue now with the Amidah on page 242, and together we stand.
Adonai sefer taitita ufia gita tilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yisah, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Anorah, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zoher Hasadi Avod Va'ima'ot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'nehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umashia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'zrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atarav Le'oshia, Meshiv HaRuach Umarid HaGashem, Mechael Ha'im Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'ofei Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umechaye Em Umecho Lishanei Afar, Michamocha Bachal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatzia Ishua, Ve'enimanata Lechachayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol.
We continue with the Kedusha now on page 248.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, הכתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש קדוש קדוש, אדוני צבאות, מלוך הארץ. נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take some time now for our own silent prayers, thoughts, and meditations, beginning here on page 250 through page 260. And whenever you are finished, please be seated.
יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום שלום במרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו
We are going to continue now with Seder Kriyat Torah, the Shabbat, the service for reading the Torah on this fine day of Shabbat. And that is on page 362 in the bracket pages. 362.
Ein kamocha va'elohim Adonai vein kema'asecha malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitein Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
Please stand. So close, but just not there yet. I feel like we're just a few percentage points away from going back to the regular way we would do things, which is having our Torah in our ark and pulling it out and walking around with everybody, just so close, God willing. But for the moment, we have been following a bit of a different structure of our Torah service, and that is that our Torah is already here as opposed to walking around to all of you. So we hope that the Torah presence in the room is still connecting each and every one of us. This Torah is our holiest of doctrine. It is the source of our Judaism. It is the connections that we make between all Jews across all lands, across all time. And this Torah has kept us strong and connected as an Am, as a people, in good times or in bad times, in our homeland, or if we were running from buildings being persecuted, which is happening right now in our world. This Torah, though, has kept us connected and strong. It's been passed from generation and generation and generation, from grandparent to child, in good times and in bad times. And so on this day, Kayla, Hannah, we pass this Torah to you from generation to generation to generation. You ready to accept the little Torah in a moment? Yeah. All right. They were like, all right, I guess so. I mean, we're here, so we might as well, right? Yeah. We continue in the middle, right in the middle of page 366. 366.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadol Adonai Iti, Neramema Shemo Yachdav.
Please be seated. So our B'not Mitzvah are going to be chanting some Torah for us coming up. Each of them is going to be chanting 3 sections of Torah for us. And it is going to be fabulous and wonderful. The Torah scroll itself has no markings in it whatsoever. No markings for punctuation or grammar. No markings for it for punctuation or grammar at all. Also, no markings for trope, which are the little markings that give it tune. None of that is in the Torah scroll itself, but our B'not Mitzvah are going to be chanting it as if it is there because they have been studying and practicing. Isn't that right? Yeah. Another super cool thing is we never touch the Torah scroll itself with our fingers or our hands. We use something called a yad, which just means hand in Hebrew. And here at Congregation B'nai Israel, pre-pandemic, when we could all hang out in small spaces, all of our B'nai Mitzvah would make their own yad. And so Kayla, she's holding one. Show everyone. Wow, you really raised that up high for everyone to see. Yeah, there. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Hannah. So that is that. And also, a beautiful project, the special belt that holds the Torah is called a wimple. And so part of the project here at CBI is also for our students to make a wimple. And so this is the wimple that the girls made, or maybe just Kayla made. Great, but we're going to say the girls. Made, and that's what has been wrapping the Torah and was just draped in the Torah just now prior to the actual Torah reading. Each section of the Torah is called an aliyah. Aliyah in Hebrew means to ascend or go up. So we'll be inviting people up here to join us in doing those blessings. We have a new setup here, and we're trying to figure out how it is we're going to do it, and we're working on it. This is new. This is a brand new setup for us. We were behind plexiglass chambers until last week, so this is the first masks optional, little different spacing. So we're like, so we're trying to figure it out. So they'll be doing all these aliyot, and preceding and following each aliyah, we'll be inviting people to do the blessings for us for each of those aliyot. If you want to follow along, by the way, with the aliyot, you can. In your siddur, they're on 368. If you want to follow along, those are the aliyot, those are the blessings. And now, without further ado, it is a pleasure to invite up our first aliyah, Avis Sachs and David Sachs. Ya'amdu Aviva bat Moshe v'Chava v'David ben Moshe v'Rivka HaKohen la'aliyah la'Torah. Come on, stand over here on this side. Come over here, right to that microphone. All right.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
That binder for me. See that binder?
Mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Elef Fikudei HaMishkan Mishkan Haidut Asher Pukad Al Pi Moshe Avodat Avim Biyad Itamar Ben Ha'aro HaKohen Ufsal El Ben Uriven Hor Limate Yehuda Asa Eit Kol Asher Tziva Adonai Et Moshe Ve'ito Aholiav Ben Ahisamach Lemate Dan Harash V'choshev Verokem Batehelet Uva Argaman Uftolat Ashani Uva Shesh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam mitzaram v'tadachenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Thank you. Mazel tov to you, sweetheart. Love you.
You guys come stand right here. Come stand right over here. All right, perfect. For the honor of the second aliyah, Marissa Sachs and Randy Sachs, we know them. Ya'amdu Tzvia Chaya בת שמעון ואסתר וראובן יצחק בן דוד ואביבה הכהן לעלייה לתורה.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach. Baruch Adonai HaBarach.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
We could stand here if you want to and just kind of just we could do it if you wanted to a couple of times. We got nothing going on. Oh, I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead.
Kol hazahav erasui lamal aha bechol melechet hakodesh vayi zahav hatnufa teisha ve'esrim kikar ushavah me'ot uvshloshim shekel b'shekel hakodesh v'chesef pikudei haida me'at kikar ve'elef ushavah me'ot v'chamisha v'shiv'im shekel b'shekel hakodesh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen, amen. All right, you guys can sit. Thank you. Well, you can also hug and kiss people if you want, but you can do that. Go ahead, please. For the honor of the third aliyah, one of our Benot Mitzvah, Kayla Sachs ta'amod ala Liora bat Ruven Yitzchak v'Tzvia Chaya habat mitzvah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'Natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Beka Lagulgolet Machatzit HaShekel B'Shekel HaKodesh Lechol HaOver Al Hapkudim Miben Esrim Shana V'Mala L'Shesh Meot Elef Uv'Shloshet Alafim V'Chamesh Meot V'Chamishim V'Yahi Mi'at Kikar HaKesef Latzet Ket 8 Adnei HaKodesh Va8 Adnei HaParochet Mi'at Adanim Limat At Kikar La'aden. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Chayei Olam Nata B'Tocheinu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Where am I? Am I here? Yeah, I'm here. This one.
We had a reader change. Did you notice? For the honor of the fourth Aliyah, Carol Felton and Sai Wiener. Yamdu Esther Bat Nisan Shimon ben Avrum Aliyah Torah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Borcha Bonu Mikol Ha'amim V'Nosan Lonu Es Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen.
Okay. ותאלף ושבע המאות והחמישה ושבעים הסבבים לעמודים וציפה ראשיהם והישק אותם ונהושע התנופה 70 כיכר ואלפיים וארבע מאות שקל ויעש בה את אדני פתח אוהל מועד ואת מזבח הנחושת ואת מזבח הנחושת אשר לו ואת כל כלי המזבח.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu et Torah.
Wrong one.
V'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. No?
Why don't we reset? Let's reset. What do the after again. 1, 2, 3, go. Amen, 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 amen. All right, come over to this side. Be careful of all the wires here and the stuff. All right, good job. I think my favorite part was that, Hannah, you finished chanting and you were like, I'm done. You go. It was great. That was nice. All right, for the honor of the fifth Aliyah, Jamie Feiner, Cameron Feiner, and Marnie Sachs. Ta'amod Chayach Chana Bat David ve'Aviva ve'Chaim Shlomo ben Menachem ve'Michal Ilana Bat David ve'Aviva La'aliyah Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarah. Baruch Adonai Hamvarah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'Natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
ותענה החצר סביב ותענה שער החצר ואת כל ידו המשכן ואת כל ידו החצר סביב ומן החלק והארמון ותלה השני עשו בגדי שרד לשרת בקודש ויעשו את בגדי הקודש אשר לאהרון כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata betachenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. All right, you guys can go back there. You guys are going to move over here. For the honor of the sixth Aliyah, Bat Mitzvah number 2, Hannah Sachs, Ta'amod Chana Naomi, Bat Ruven Yitzchak, HaKohen, V'Tzvia Chaya, HaBat Mitzvah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'ya'ask et Taifod Zahal Tehelet Bergaman V'tola'at Shani V'shesh Mosar V'yiraku et Pachei Chazahav V'kitzet Petilim La'asot V'toch HaTehelet V'toch HaArgaman V'toch HaTola'at Shani V'toch HaShesh Ma'aseh Choshev Ketefot Asulo Chovrot Al Shnei Ketotav Chubar V'hashev Afudato Asher Alav Mimenu Hu Ki Ma'asehu Zahav Tehelet Bergaman V'tola'at Shani V'shesh Mosar Kasher Siva Adonai et Moshe. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. So here's what's cool about the seventh Aliyah is that someone who is not bar or the age of bar and bat mitzvah actually can read Torah. A 3-year-old can read Torah. A 4-year-old, a 5-year-old is allowed to read Torah. You're not allowed, though, to do the aliyah, the blessings, until you become a bar bat mitzvah, actually. It's the blessings that differentiate between someone who has become a bar mitzvah and someone who has not become a bar bat mitzvah. So, well, I'm a rabbi, so I did this my whole life. So I was chanting Torah, big shocker. I was chanting Torah when I was younger, because you're allowed. You're not allowed to do the aliyah until you become a bar bat mitzvah. So now, we have 2 Benot Mitzvah because they were able to do the Aliyah. Here they are. Woo, yay. And so now that they're Benot Mitzvah, they can do the blessing for the Aliyah because they're Benot Mitzvah, but they're not going to read the Torah, actually, because they're done reading the Torah. Nice job, by the way. Excellent job reading. Now, your dad's going to read the Torah. So we're going to invite Randy back up to be our Baal Kriyah, our Torah reader, and our Benot Mitzvah are going to be doing the Aliyah for Dad. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Ta'amod ala Leora bat Ruven Yitzchak HaKohen v'Tzvia Chaya v'Chana Naomi bat Ruven Yitzchak HaKohen v'Tzvia Chaya habnot mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Vorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayasu et avnei hashoham usabot mishbezot zachav befutachot pituchei chotam al shemot b'nei Yisrael. Vayasem atom al kitfot ha'efot avnei zikaron livnei Yisrael. ka'asher siva Adonai et Moshe. Vayas et hashon me'aseh hashev k'ma'aseh ephod. Zahev techelet v'argaman v'tola'at sheni v'shesh matzar. Ravua haya kaful asher et hahoshen. Zerev arko v'zeret rachbo kaful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. How cool is that? Doesn't happen very often. Marissa, we're going to have you come up and chant some Torah too now. Surprise! You're going to chant some Torah too. No? You don't want to do that? All right, you're going to do it. All right, fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take a moment to raise and dress the Torah. So if you'd like to follow along with this, we're on page 370 in your Siddur. 370. We're going to be inviting Ross Stutman and Erica Stutman to join us. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. תורה, 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 ציווה לנו משה. תורה, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. May be seated.
Our B'not Mitzvah are now going to be chanting some Haftarah. The blessings for the Haftarah can be found on page 372, if you'd like, in your Siddurim. 372 are the blessings. So they're going to be chanting blessings, chanting Haftarah. And we are going to get out of the way, make sure that you're good in the front of the mic. All right, great. Yeah, go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hana'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habacher b'torah u'b'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'v'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Matishlam kol hamalacha asher asa hamelech Shlomo beit Adonai v'yavei Shlomo ekudshei David avi et hakerseh v'et hazachav v'et hakelim natan beyotrot beit Adonai. As yakel Shlomo et ziknei Yisrael et korshei hamatot netzia ha'avot לפני ישראל, אל המלך שלמה, ירושלים, לעלות את ארון ברית אדוני, מעיר דוד היא ציון.
Vaiki aluv el hamelech shlomo kol ish Yisrael b'yeracha etanim b'chag hu hachodesh hashvi'i vayavohu kol ziknei Yisrael vayisu hakol hanim et Haron vaya'alu el Haron Adonai Vet ohel moed, vet kol kolei hakodesh, asher ba'ohel, vaya'alu, otam, hakol hanim, bihalvi'im, vel hamelech shalomo, vekol hadat Yisrael, ano adim, alan, itol lifnei, ha'aron, mizachim, son, Uvakar asher lot efru vilo imanu meron. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam sur kol ha'olamim sadik bechol hadoro ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber kayim shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. Al ha-Torah, v'al ha-avodah, v'al hanvi'im, v'al yom ha-Shabbat chazeh, shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu, likdusha v'limnucha, lechavod ultifaret. Al ha-kol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim lach, umvarchim ota, yeparach shimcha, b'fi kol hai, Tamid le'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yehelanu. Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yehelanu, yehelanu, yehelanu.
I got nailed.
This is the first week in 2 years that as a barrier has been down, so you were able to hit them, which is good, because for 2 years kids were like, hey, you can't hit me, because they had this big barrier here, and so, but they got hit. Also, bonus for me is that some of you hit the canter, which is a bonus. So if you hit the canter, it's like 10 extra bonus points, which is awesome. So next time you come to CBI, plan hit the canter. We keep score. You did very well.
But if I get injured, I can't sing.
That's true.
That's the problem. Yeah.
I don't think those things hurt that much.
They hurt.
They hurt. Yeah, we were debating now that the barrier is going to be down to switch to Jolly Ranchers.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's not for us.
Because those or Cantor much suggested Hershey Kisses. Ow, that would hurt. So now that we heard some Torah and Haftarah, we are going to hear some words of Torah from our Benot Mitzvah. So they are going to share with you some beautiful words that they wrote. They're going to share with you their personal thoughts and connections with the Torah portion this week. when they're done, you're going to think, wow, that was amazing. And you're going to want to applaud, but we're not at a show, we're at a service. So in lieu of clapping, you can offer them a big hand. Let's practice. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice. Why is that funny? Looks like everyone's waving at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. What's awesome about the speech is, first of all, it's amazing. Second of all, it's going to be delivered beautifully because they're going to take their time.
Yes.
They're going to deliver it very slowly. They're going to enunciate
Yeah, Hannah.
all of their words and take their time. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Go ahead.
A sister is both your mirror and your opposite.
Slow down.
I mean, I said 5 words. I can't. Lily, stop.
Take a second. Reframe. Take a breath.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
A sister is both your mirror and your opposite. Those who know us well know that Hannah and I are definitely opposites, but we mirror each other in our family and Jewish values and on our journey to this special day. We would both like to welcome and thank every one of you for being here today.
Our Torah portion, Pekudei, concludes the book of Exodus. It talks about the completion of a Mishkan, a traveling tabernacle or ark. Moses was given instructions to construct the tabernacle and all its furnishings. The Israelites came together and gave what they could in gold or silver to build the tabernacle. When the Israelites were done with all their priestly garments worn in the Mishkan, they went to Moses, who, as commanded by God, erects and anoints it with oil. When there is a cloud above the tent, it means God is there and his presence fills the tabernacle. The cloud covers the Mishkan by day and is a fire that burns at night. The cloud rests upon the tabernacle at every station on the Israelites' journey to guide them.
To me, Pekudei illustrates the importance of community coming together. This is relatable to me in many ways. The most obvious example to me is when there's a hurricane. Those of us living here in Florida have witnessed how communities get together to stock up on necessities, put up shutters, and carry in outdoor furniture when a hurricane is approaching. After the storm leaves, the community comes together to check on its neighbors and families and donate money and goods to those in need. Another good example of community coming together is when there's someone who is ill. You see fundraisers, meal trains, and spending time with families who have recently experienced a loss or suffering from a major illness.
Pekudei also describes how the Israelites will constantly be reminded of God's presence and how God, presenting himself as a cloud, serves as a guide on their journeys. The Israelites wanted to do good in the eyes of God. I feel that God will always be a guide for me as I make moral and ethical decisions in life. I also have other guides, such as family, friends, and the community, that will help me make my way through life, and I, in turn, hope to do good for them. My family is an important influence, and I strive to always do my best to make them proud, whether it is by doing well in school, helping do chores around the house, practicing my cheer skills, or spending quality time with our brother. My friends are very important to me in their eyes, and I always want to be loyal, trustworthy, and there for them. In turn, there will be times in life when I may need a good friend to guide me through a situation and share advice. Lastly, I want to make sure I always do good in the eyes of the community. This can be accomplished by being ethical and following the rules, donating time to help those in need, and being charitable.
For our mitzvah project, we chose to fundraise and donate to something very personal to us. As most of you know, Hannah has a terrible food allergy. We decided to do a fundraiser through Popcornopolis to raise money that we will be donating to the Food Allergy Research and Education organization known as FAIR. We are so lucky to have so many friends and family who not only got delicious popcorn, but also contributed to a great cause.
There are several people here we want to thank today, not only for today, but for all our days. We would like to thank all of our friends and family. We are lucky to be surrounded by so many people who not only love us, but also know it, and our parents. We would like to thank Rabbi Keller and Cantor Muchnick for guiding us and teaching us, and give a special thanks to our tutor Neil for his many hours and patience, teaching us and preparing us for this special day. We are grateful to our grandparents who helped preserve and continue our Jewish and family values. We want to thank Noah for doing his best to not lose his mind when we practice our Hebrew, poke jokes at him, or get him all riled up. The biggest thank you goes to our parents. Dad, you are the world's best unpaid Disney tour guide, Michigan loving, tradition sharing, and carrying men around. We may fidget when we have our sit downs, but we appreciate the time you take us to teach us life lessons. Mom, we could never ask for a better cheer mom, personal shopper, chauffeur, and a short order cook than you. Thank you both for always being there, and know that we love and appreciate you so much. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
You guys should have seen what my mom wanted us to put in the first place.
Haha, you're so funny.
I accidentally ripped it because it was underneath my book. Yeah, I think.
We're going to conclude our Torah service now, and that is on page 374, and together we stand.
Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcheha me'usha d'dracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Kadesh Yameinu Kadesh Yameinu
Please be seated. We invite up Carly and Daniel Cooper to join us up here in the Bima for them to read for us the prayer for our country. You have to sit. Because they're going to stand there. Sorry, it's on 376. 376. 376.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have, by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation, and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and may our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
Thank you. And we are going to invite up Noah, Sachs, and Lily Feiner, and Charlie Feiner to do our prayer for the state of Israel, which is on page 377. 377. Hold on a second. $377. 35. This one. Okay, go ahead.
Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which makes the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over the canopy for peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead the advice, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land of fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
Okay. That was your break. All right, good. Nice. We're going to invite your parents now to share a couple of nice words with you on this Shabbat morning.
Listen.
34 years ago today, I stood where you are standing now, and I'm proud to say that you both were better than I was then. We always say that practice will make you confident and allow you to excel, and you just demonstrated how right we are. You both did a great job, and everyone here is very proud of you. We all know that you are devastated that your days of studying Hebrew every night are over. But guess what? Soon, you can start practicing for another Torah portion for when we go to Israel in May.
Kayla, you are such a beautiful person inside and out. Everyone says how you look just like me, and I take that as a great compliment. You are caring, loyal, and an amazing friend. You're thoughtful and inclusive of everyone, and we are proud of how well you get along with your peers. Hanging out with your friends is a top priority now, and although we are a little jealous of the time you spend with your friends, we understand this is what happens as you become a teenager. But remember that we can be fun too. You have a great sense of humor. You are silly, and when you laugh, you make everyone around you smile. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. A little worrywart who has overcome so many fears. Gone are the days of being scared of Disney characters, dogs, dark movie theaters, and going to sleep. Maybe one of these days you'll satisfy Dad's wish to take a picture with a Disney character. One of your best attributes is your self-confidence. You have never, and we have faith you will never, be a follower and do things just because other people are doing it. As long as you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything you want.
Hannah, what a strong girl is packed into your little body. You have such physical and mental strength, it's enviable. Physically, you have a grip strength like no one else. We are in awe at your ability to get on stage and perform in the air with little girls holding you up. With your head held high, you have endured food allergies, fevers, and surgery without pain medication because, according to you, it does not help. Since you were born, you knew exactly what you wanted and how you wanted it. Independent at such a young age, 18 months old, and you wouldn't let anybody help you with a fork or a spoon. Insisting on only wearing dresses throughout all of preschool, even when learning how to ride a bicycle. Your ability to argue, have the last word, and always be right would make the greatest lawyer jealous. It is amazing that at 12 years old, you have never been wrong about anything.
Such a lie.
Your strong sense of affection and love for animals will make you a great veterinarian. We admit there have been occasions when hanging out with you has been a little infuriating, but your zest for life, having fun, and those cute cheeks make up for it. Your determination to succeed at school, at cheer, or even just playing a friendly game will allow you to do whatever it is you want with your life.
Your Torah portion teaches us that there are two sides to a meaningful journey, being on the move and stopping at points along the way. Well, those who know you both know that you are never sitting still and you're always moving. But your journey through life will constantly be evolving, and you can choose to cheer and dance your way through it. This day is just one of your stepping points in your journey through life together, and we hope that as you grow, you continue to nurture your relationship as sisters and best friends. And don't forget about your little brother. We know all three of you can make each other crazy, but we see the love you have for Noah as well. Always take care of him, and remember, one day soon he will be taller and stronger than both of you. Our wish for you is that you are always happy and stay kind, honest, and true to yourselves. We love you both so much and are so lucky to watch you grow and can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Mazel tov.
Thanks.
Love you.
Oh. Now what?
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, both of you with a little thumbs up. That was so nice. That was nice. We have gifts for you. You want some gifts?
Of course.
Of course. Wow. Didn't hesitate on that. All right. So first we have your Benot Mitzvah certificates. Kayla, that's yours.
Thank you.
Hannah, that's yours. How come she said thank you and you didn't?
Thank you.
Oh, all right. All right. Next. So next is you each get one of these. Kayla, Hannah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. What is that?
A Torah.
It's a Torah. How do you know it's yours?
Because it says my name.
What it does say your name. What if that Post-it comes off? What's going to happen then?
Oh, it says it here.
Oh, what does it say in there?
Presented to Hannah Sachs on the occasion of her bat mitzvah, Taku Day, March 5th, 2022.
To Adar. That's the Jewish
To
month.
Adar 5782 by Congregation B'nai Israel, Boca Raton, Florida.
Woo, what does yours say?
The same thing about my name.
It says the same thing?
Yeah.
Really? What does yours say? Does it say Kayla?
Yeah.
It does. We did this right. I'm so happy. Oh, there's more. Hannah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, such nice manners. Kayla.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Open that up. What's in there? Let's see.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's open it. Don't break your nails.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think.
trying not to.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah. I had my nails done today too. Just kidding.
They are.
Candles.
Having a little trouble. They are silver-plated candles.
Yeah, candlesticks. So now for Shabbat or for holidays, you have your own set of candlesticks, which is very nice. Because I know a lot of people who receive candlesticks at their Benot Mitzvah, and they use them to this day. They pass it down from generation to generation to generation. What's that? Yeah, they're reusable. Yeah. You use them all the time. They're not candles. They're candle holders.
Oh!
Oopsie.
You know what? Give them back to me. I want them back now. I can't have them. All right. Okay. Yes. No, this is not the actual
That's
candle.
why it said silver plated.
Yeah, right. It says silver. Yeah,
I thought
because
it meant like it came with the little silver plate and the candle.
yeah, no. Wouldn't it be weird if we just gave you a candle and been like, here, you can use it once? No, we gave you the candle set so you can use it for your whole lives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot.
That makes more sense.
Whew, that makes more sense. Absolutely. And one last thing.
Sorry, I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Hannah,
Oh my God, thank you.
Kayla,
I got the big
you got the bigger one. Let's see. Let's see. What'd you get? Don't break your nails.
Very taped.
Don't break your nails. Don't break your nails. Be careful.
Mom, I need help.
Ma'am.
Jesus Christ.
She didn't take it to you. She didn't take it to you. I have to tell you that in all the years I've been doing this is a long time, no one has ever needed to phone a friend for this. But this is the first for me, and I love it. Okay, Hannah, what'd you get?
I got a book.
What is it called?
The newest Jewish encyclopedia.
It is good. You don't have to read the whole thing. Good. It's the newish Jewish encyclopedia. Kayla, what'd you get?
A celebration of rock and roll's Jewish heritage.
Yeah, it's called Jews Rock. That's what it's called.
Oh,
Nice.
oops.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
And I think so. Just so you know, the Torah, the certificate is from the synagogue. The candlestick set, not the actual candles, are from the sisterhood of the synagogue, and the books are from the brotherhood. And they signed it inside. I think the Brotherhood
Yeah.
wrote a little note to you guys,
I
so that so you'll have that book for a long time, forever and ever.
No, I didn't.
You did. It says my name.
Does
Yeah,
here.
but
Yours
look,
is
it says my
yours is
name.
Okay,
yours
I
is
get it.
yours is here. Here. Everyone's okay now. Here you go. Good. Okay. Good. Good. You guys good?
Yes.
All right. Good. Okay. Excellent. It's my turn to talk to you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm a firm believer, I say this almost every single week, that I don't think you pick your Torah portion, I think it picks you. And I think, well, what does that mean? It means I think that there's a reason why it ended up that this is the Torah portion that we get to celebrate for your Benot Mitzvah. It could be in any Torah portion. But I think that there's a connection that fits with the two of you perfectly. And that is that, first of all, this is the last Torah portion in the book, which you mentioned, right? In the book of Exodus. And which means that there's this idea that when we end a book of Torah, we believe that we go from strength to strength, because we end with strength and we go into the next book with strength. And so I think that fits perfectly, because you are children. You will be children until you are younger adults and then adults. But in the eyes of Judaism, when you become Benot Mitzvah, a Bat Mitzvah, you become adults. And so in that becoming adults, in this moment of adulthood, you are going from this idea of strength into further strength, because you are becoming an adult. Part B, though, is that the end of your Torah portion is the end of the build of the tabernacle. It's done. It's ready to go. Because next week we start a whole new book of the Torah, and we need the tabernacle, the traveling ark, the Mishkan, needs to be built and ready to go, because we learn about the whole sacrificial system starting next week, so we need the whole thing to be completed. But it took a long time to build. It takes months and months and actually years. Actually, the Israelites start about a month after the sea parts, in the sea parts from the story. Stay with me.
Yeah.
Good, okay, great. Okay, good. Stay over here. Oh, yay. Ooh, squirrel. So it takes a long time for this build. And what's interesting is that everyone contributes to the build, and then it's done. And then it's ready to go. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to say a lot of people probably helped you to get to this spot right here in this moment. Lots of people came to contribute to the building of the two of you and the building of this moment, right? Time, energy, love, affection, clearly your parents, your family, your friends that are here, people who flew in, people who are watching us on the live stream, right? Everyone contributed to this building of the tabernacle. And you know what? Now it's ready. Meaning you're essentially done. We are here to celebrate the fact that you are Benot Mitzvah. So now the question is, what are you going to do about it? You are going to party, as you should, because the Israelites do that. But really starting tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, it's built, it's done. What are you going to do with the fact that you are Benot Mitzvah? What are you going to do with it? How are you going to change the world? How are you going to affect your community? How are you going to be good Jews in our world that is going to help develop us as a people? Because they have given you all the blocks. They have given you everything to build, everything that you need. Jewishly now they're going to still do that, clearly, because they're your parents. They'll do that forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. They'll do that. Our parents do this for us still. My mom still, my dad still self-corrects me all the time. Like, oh, you should do it this way. But now it becomes your job to move forward, to make these steps. Do you think you can do it? Make big Jewish important steps that affect you, your family, the world, this congregation. You think so?
I hope so.
Well, I hope so too. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think so. I think these people think so, because they like you. These people who are here. See, one person raised their hand at least, so one person likes you, which is good. One person nodded and raised their hand. No one else really did anything. I think because they're a little bit like, is he done talking yet? It's probably what they're thinking. But yeah, someone raised their hand for that probably. They're like, yeah, is he done talking? I know the cantor's thinking that. He's thinking that every time I start talking. I start talking and the cantor thinks, do you think he's done? But it's like, I just started. So how do you feel about a little blessing? Do you want to... Are you okay if we give you a little blessing? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Sure.
Thank you. We're going to invite your parents. We're going to invite your brother. We're going to invite them over here. And,
so rude.
and we're going to have you stand like right here. Right there.
Where are they going?
Just like that. See, your parents figured it out. They know what they're doing. They got you. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha.
May God's presence be with you all the days of your life and grant you peace. As together we all say,
Amen.
Amen. All right. Everyone can sit except for the Benot Mitzvah. We're going to begin to conclude our service. Aleinu and Kaddish. Aleinu can be found on page 586 in the brackets. 586. And together we stand.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We transition our thoughts now to Kaddish Yotom, to Mourner's Kaddish. We think of in the period of Shiva, the immediate 7-day mourning period. Don, Mark, Rubin in the period of Shloshim, the immediate 30-day mourning period. Adele Zeller, Joy Rosenberg, Isabel Kemper. And we think of the yortzites that occur for us on the Shabbat. Helen Barron, Ross Gechter, Sidney Gershon, Edith Gilbert, Shirley Gilson, Leo Hollander, Laura Honig, William Horowitz, David Katz, Ronald Kirstein, Walter Lido, Frida Matus, Sheila Metz, Dean Penn, Hy Rappaport, Paul Rabel, Josh Seiden, Bert Steinberg. To those names, we add any name that you would like to add at this time. Itkadal v'kadash merabah, b'alma divrach cheruteh, v'amlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel as together we say
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. We're going to conclude this morning with
Lechilach on page 341.
Oh, 341. Is that actual 341 or bracket 341?
Oh, 645.
645. 645.
shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing.
Shalom, may God give strength unto our people, continue to bless us with hope and strength and love and peace to everyone. Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov! Yay!